Warm-ups nearly concluded now as we ready to go. Hutchinson and Kimball. 12-2 for the Huskies in that game. Ada defeated Plato 5-4 this afternoon. Wilmer earlier today over Clinton 15-1. And the Waconia Lakers defeated Union Hill 6-2. We are ready to go here. And standing in for Dundas is Garrett Mayhofer, the third baseman, to lead off. Dundas in the orange and white. Eagan in the dark blue and black. Kozlowski looks in. And the first pitch of the game is a breaking pitch called strike one. And we are underway at 5:04. Kozlowski is ready, and here's his second pitch. Mayhofer swings and hits one to center field. Coming in, Johnson, and he's getting to it, and he makes the catch. Came in hard, made that look a little bit more difficult than it might have been as Mayhofer flies to short center field. First out here in the first inning, and here's Patrick Wadzinski. Now left-handed batter steps in. Against Kozlowski, and here's the pitch. Breaking ball is a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. Van Rockel is on deck. Right-hander ready. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Right through there with a fastball for strike one. 1-1. Chapleski ready, and here is the 1-1, and that is just off the plate. Two and 1. Wadzinski, and they got him played, swung around just a shade towards right center field in the outfield. And here's the pitch. Breaking pitch is hit foul on the third base side out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, 335 down the left field line here in Dundas. 365 to straightaway center. 325 to right field. 370 to the alley in left center. And 353 to the alley in right center field. A lovely little asymmetric ballpark here right on the banks of the Cannon River. Now it's Wadzinski. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone here in the Dundas half of the first inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball got away from him and gets outside. The count is full now to Wadzinski. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lovely night for baseball. Game time temperature 79 degrees. It's been lovely here the last 2 days. Payoff pitch coming, and here it is. He hit him, and there's some payoff there, unfortunately, for Wadzinski in the form of a fastball in the back, and Wadzinski takes first base. He is hit by the pitch. Would have been ball 4 anyway, of course. It was well inside, but boy. Chapleski really put a fastball right between the numbers. And now here is Nate Van Rockel, the DH, batting third. A little bit of an open stance. Where's number 19 and the pitch? Breaking ball is over for a strike. 0-1. John Bishop, the right fielder, is the on-deck man for Dundas here in their half of the first inning. There's the 0-1. Breaking ball hit high in the air to right field. Going back on it is Weinberg. Now getting to it shy of the track. Reaches up and makes the catch for the second out. Rockel retired on a fly out to right field. And that will bring up John Bishop, the right fielder. Chapleski has had 2 good batters and 1 not so good one here as they start of the cleanup man coming up now. Bishop. That's ready, and this is it's a very well branded amateur team. You go over and they've got a full team shop here at the field. And there's a ground ball foul, wide of first base, 1 strike to Bishop. You get everything, I think, except the game jersey. Just about anything else you'd want to get that has this team's logo on it. They've got secondary uniforms, all kinds of fun stuff over there. And all there for you to buy, believe it or not. As 1 strike to Bishop now. Here's the pitch. That is hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Loud strike to Bishop, 0-2. They have glove repair, that's right. And they have gloves for sale, as a matter of fact, too. Just in case you come to the ballpark and forget one, here's the 0-2. Fastball is up. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As you should always have a glove at the ballpark, shouldn't you? I mean, unless you're behind the net, that's right. Then it is sort of useless, but it just looks so good. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Bishop. And the pitch. A fastball on the inner part of the plate, but called inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bishop. Dundas with Wadzinski at first base and 2 out. Now, Jablewski comes set, and here's his 2-2. Breaking pitch, hammered to the gap in right center field. Well hit. Weinberg after it. He's going to play it off the wall. Let's see how far Wadzinski can get. He's being held at third. And it is a double for John Bishop. Inner half fastball, and he turned on it. Wadzinski stops at third, second and third, a 2 out for Carson Jones. Jones, the center fielder for the Dukes. Now, Jablewski to the belt, works out of the set. Here's the pitch. Here's a strike called as he painted the outside corner. Drew Sothram, second baseman, on deck, hoping that Jones can drive in a couple of runs here in the first inning and get him to the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, a little bit late. The fastball, and it's 2-strike hole now to Carson Jones. Wadzinski at third, Bishop at second, 2 down here in the top half of the first.
Carson.
There's the set, the 0-2. Trying to get him to chase a fastball up the ladder, and Jones has none of it, 1-2. Playing him straight away, infield and outfield. And the 1-2 delivery. Half swing, did he? Yes, he did. The plate umpire calls Carson Jones out on a check swing. And that is the first strikeout for Jablewski, and Dundas is turned away in the first inning. They get 1 hit and leave 2, half an inning. Dundas, nothing. Eagan coming to bat here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Bottom of the first inning, and Eagan comes to the plate. The home team in this game, McDonald, Ossel, and Larson are due up. As we come to you from the very lovely Memorial Park here in Dundas. There's Meesville and Faribault, the other hosts of this tournament, the three hosts. And it's a lot of baseball, 48 teams in the Class C event, for example, and fewer in Class B and A, but I mean, you have to go a ways, I think, before you can beat the atmosphere at either the Class C or Class B events. They are really good. Not that they aren't in Class A, but B and C, you have the town identity with a lot of these teams. Moorhead always travels extremely well. Dundas, of course, is the home of the host team. Has got a crowd here tonight. Now here's Travis McDonald to lead off for Eagan. Left-handed batter. Right-handed batter was number 11. Now here's the pitch to him. And Todd Matheson starts him with a fastball off the plate. Ball one and no strikes. Right-hander ready. Working quickly. Here's his 1-0. Swung on, and that is grounded to first, and a snare there by Ludwig, and he takes it to the base. And that retires McDonald on a snazzy play by first baseman Ludwig, and there's one gone. Here's Jake Osell, the third baseman, and see if he has any better luck with Matheson. A little bit of an open stance at the plate. Matheson starts him with a fastball, swing and a miss, strike one. Roy Larson, the shortstop, is on deck. Jones in center field, playing a couple of steps over towards left center field. And the pitch to Osell is a curveball, and that is lifted foul on the first base side out of play. 2 strikes. Now Matheson ready, and here's the 0-2 delivery, fastball away. And Osell didn't bite on it. 1-2. As we are just underway here from Memorial Park. Now the delivery. There's a sidearm fastball. He drops down one, and the call did not get it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Matheson looks in again, and here's his 2-2 delivery, swung on and fouled away on the first base side. Count holds 2-2. Roy Larson will bat third and is awaiting his turn. All ready, and here's a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch, swung on and grounded to short. Ernster up with it. Throws across in time to retire Osell for the second out. 6-3. 2 up and 2 down for Eagan in their half, and here is Roy Larson. The shortstop for Eagan now stands in. Two out, nobody on here in the last half of the first inning. And the pitch on the way is a strike call. The fastball at the knees. 0-1. Luke Dahl, the first baseman, waiting on deck. And we get time called. And the home plate umpire is going out to talk to the pitcher here, Matheson. Give him a new ball. That ball thrown out of play. Always nice when the stadium has its own organist. Here's a 1-strike pitch. And that's a fastball off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now here's a windup. 1-1 on the way from Matheson. Late on that fastball. Larson with a little bit of a flat-footed swing there. It's 1-2. He was expecting a breaking pitch and didn't get it there. Here's 1-2 now to the number 3 man. Wide open stance at the plate. And here is the 1-2 delivery. That's off the plate and outside. 2-2. Looks like he covers almost the entire batter's box with his stance, which is quite a trick. But he can do it. 2-2. Swung on and grounded to the right side into right field. A base hit. Larson is aboard with a 2-out single. First hit for Eagan. And here is Luke Dahl. He is wearing 0. Eagan also has a 00 on his roster. How do you decide which number is higher? We could be twice 0 or half 0. Either way, just swing and a miss by Dahl. The pitch in the dirt, strike 1. The only person I think that knows the answer to that is Chuck Norris. He's the only one I know that can divide by 0 according to the memes that I've read. Here's a pitch throw to first base, and diving back in is Larson for beats the tag back, and now Matheson ready. 1 strike. And that is on the corner for strike 2, and they crowd, good size crowd, dips down the near silence. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Go to first. Now Matheson comes set. 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck out Dahl on 3 pitches, and that retires Eagan in the first inning. They get a hit and leave 1. After an inning, there is no score here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
We go on to number 2 here in Dundas, and it'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up against Chad Sheplewski, who struck out 1 batter in the first inning, Carson Jones, on a rather hotly disputed swinging 3rd strike. It'll be Drew Sathram to lead off for Dundas here in the 2nd inning. Hayden Lanou and Mike Ludwig will also get their first wraps, left fielder and first baseman respectively. Each team with a hit in the first inning, but nothing across. Dundas getting 2 runners on base in that frame with a walk and a double. They had 2 in scoring position, but were unable to score the first run. Here's Drew Sathram, second baseman to lead off. Right-handed batter, where's number 1? And of course, players get their own entrance music here at home, so all the trappings of home. And the first pitch swung on and lifted in the air to left center field. Johnson and McDonald converge, and it'll be the center fielder Johnson making the catch. 1 up and 1 down on 1 pitch. And here's Hayden Lanou, the left fielder. Right-hander looks in, and here's the first pitch. Breaking ball, a beauty over, and strike one to count. Chaplewski not throwing especially hard there, but location is ideal, and here's the 0-1 delivery. Looking for the outside corner, didn't get it. 1 ball and 1 strike. McDonald, Johnson, Weinberg in the outfield, left to right for Eagan. Here's the pitch. That's low and in. 2-1. Assell, Larson, Peterson, and Dahl left to right in the infield. Now ready. 2-1 coming. Breaking ball is over, and the count is even at 2-2. And here's the 2-2 delivery, swung on and chopped slowly to the right side. It's an easy play there for Dahl, and he makes the play 3 unassisted. And that will bring up Ludwig, first baseman. 2 up and 2 down here for Dundas, and they're after the second inning. We've talked at some length over the course of the last 2 days about what's been happening here at Dundas to make the ballpark what it is. It's spent $110,000 on this press box that we're sitting in here just last year. And here's the first pitch. Breaking ball is over for a strike, and I finally found something that the Dundas ballpark does not have. That would be a fly strip. That's the only thing they still need. Here's a fly ball to center field, and Johnson has it measured. And he makes the catch, and Ludwig is retired, and so is Dundas in the second inning to go quietly 1-2-3-0 across. Inning and a half. No score here on the Hometown Sports Network.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Bottom 2 here in Dundas, and Eagan comes to the plate with 5, 6, and 7 ready to face Todd Matheson. Right-hander finishing his warm-up tosses. Eric Peterson, Justin Weinberg, and Anthony Winters are the scheduled hitters. Scoreless in the bottom half of the second inning. And Chaplewski getting off the mound after throwing only 8 pitches in the second inning, so it's the way you wouldn't mind it. As Peterson stands in. And we are right back here next weekend here in Dundas. We have 7 more games, 4 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday as part of this tournament. And here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss as Eric Peterson swung from the heels and got nothing against Matheson's breaking ball. Strike 1 the count. They've got him swung around towards left center just a bit in the outfield. Center fielder Jones on the left field side. And there's a pitch in the dirt. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Now, here's the 1-1. Swung on, that's fouled back to the backstop, and it's 1-2 to Peterson, who has shown a predilection for the big swing here. It is 2 rips at it. Does not get cheated. Now Matheson ready, and here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and fouled away on the first base side. 1-2. Now Matheson is ready. He winds, and here's the 1-2 delivery. He drops down, sidearm, and missed the outside edge. 2-2. Open stance for Peterson. Right foot is right on the chalk line, closest to the plate. And there's a pop fly on the first base side is going to get out of play. Still 2-2. Now Matheson ready. He winds and works 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck out Peterson. Second straight strikeout for Todd Matheson. And here is Justin Weinberg, the right fielder. Right-handed batter, and the first pitch is a strike. Fastball over, 0-1. Weinberg wearing uniform number 69 for the Bandits. Matheson ready, and here comes his 0-1, and it's now 0-2. 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Fastball just off the plate, and Matheson had started walking around the mound again and did not get the call. 1-2. And here comes the delivery. Fastball, and that's cued off the end of the bat to the backstop. Stay alive, 1-2. Winters waits on deck. And the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and looped to right center field, and that has got eyes. It drops for a base hit for Weinberg. Second hit for Eagan, and Justin Weinberg aboard with a 1-out single. And here is Anthony Winters wearing double aught. And the catcher for Eagan with a 1-out base runner. Right-hander steps in. Matheson ready. Throws over. Weinberg gets his uniform dirty. Now ready, and here's the pitch. Breaking ball, he is over for a strike. Meyhofer at third base playing even with the bag. Was cheating up a step or two on the first pitch, and now here's the 0-1 coming. And now a throw over to first base. That's closer, and he's safe. Weinberg dives back in. That was a good move from Matheson. Trying to take that runner at first base. Now the 0-1. Time called very late. And the umpire did not say who called time. Ordinarily, you'll make a signal, but there was no indication there. But Matheson was just about ready to go into his motion. Now a throw to first base, and this time Weinberg's back standing. So I think he's learned his lesson there, as nearly got picked off first base last time. Matheson sets, works, foul back. 2 strikes to Winters. J.D. Dorgan, the designated hitter, due up next for Eagan in the bottom of the second inning. Scoreless ball game. Now Matheson ready. And here's his 0-2. That is a little bit low with a fastball, 1-2. Crowd obviously doesn't like that, and probably neither does Matheson. 13 pitches in the first inning for Matheson, 10 strikes. Now, here's a 1-2 coming. There's strike three, a fastball on the outside corner, and Winters is caught looking. And that will bring up Dorgan with Weinberg still at first base. The last 3 outs for Matheson, all by strikeout. And he's got 3 of those to his credit here. And Dorgan, the designated hitter, number 14, stands in. Matheson goes over to first base, and Weinberg does the face plant to get back in safely. Got a pretty good lead now at first base, does Matheson. And the pitch, breaking ball is over for a strike. And Matheson gets ahead here in the count. He has pitched ahead for a good part of this early going here as we play with 2 outs on the bottom of the second. Now a throw to first base, Weinberg back in, and now he's getting up, but it's a little bit more slowly this time. Weinberg at first base, and I wonder if the turf monster didn't get him there. Here's the 0-1 pitch, we think. And a throw to first base. This time they got him picked off. Tried to get back, and it didn't work out for him. And that is the end of the inning as Weinberg is picked off. 1-3-6. It's a caught stealing. And that is the end of the second inning for Eagan. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We play 2. And there is no score here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Inning 3 here from Dundas, and we are scoreless. 9-1-2 due up for the Dukes in their half. Ernseer, Nyhofer, and Wadzinski. So far the defenses have held firm, and they caught stealing a pickoff from the Eagan, or the Dundas pitcher, Matheson. And here's the shortstop, Kyle Ernseer, the number 9 man on the order. Chaplewski ready now. So waggles the bat a couple of times, and here's the first pitch to him, swung on and hit in the air to center field. Johnson over to his left. Has it all the way, and he makes the catch for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Here's Garrett Nyhofer, who flew to center his first time up. Chaplewski pitches, and a breaking ball catches the corner. 0-1. Nice first offering there. A slow curve. Chaplewski looks in, and he works 0-1. Missed on the outer half there. 1 ball and 1 strike, 27 pitches through 2 innings, 17 strikes for the Eagan right-hander. Ready, and here's the 1-1. That will skip, went up on top of the net, which winds up dribbling back down onto the field. The pitched ball is not supposed to wind up on top of the net. I think that's fairly reasonable to say. Wide open stance for Ernst here at the plate. 2-1. Hit in the air to right field. That's going to get down, and it is a fair ball. Meyhofer around first base. Will head to second, and he's going to stop there. A big turn to throw behind the runner. No, the ball gets away. There's nobody covering third. Finally, the pitcher gets over there. It's going to be a double and an error, and Meyhofer is aboard. Runner at third, one out for Dundas. Meyhofer to right field. We'll see if they put an error up as well. They should. The wild throw allowed Meyhofer to take third base. There is an error posted on the board, and it would be on the relay man. And Peterson makes the error, and there's a hit by pitch. Second one of the game there as Wadzinski is plunked with a breaking ball. And it's now 2 on. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And here is Nick Van Rokel with a chance to drive in the game's first run. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Now ready, and here comes the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Van Rokel takes the strike one deficit here in the count as John Bishop moves on deck. And the 0-1 pitch is coming. On the corner with a fastball, 0-2. Van Rokel kind of hangs his head a little bit in the box. Now ready to go again. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Upstairs with a fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Dundas, the host team, threatening to score first here in their first round of Class B state tournament contest. And here comes the pitch. Low and away, and a nice stop there by Winters. Just stuck the glove out and snared it. Winters goes back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's a big out recorded there by Chaplewski as a DH strikes out swinging. Second strikeout. Chaplewski, and now it's John Bishop who doubled to right field his first time up with 2 on. It's the second time Dundas has had multiple base runners in this contest. They still looking for run number 1. And the pitch. Off the plate with a off-speed pitch, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Carson Jones moves on deck now for Dundas, and we'll see if Bishop can do the business here with 2 out. And it's 2 balls and no strikes, and they're pitching him outside twice after he hit that long double to right center field. You give him any of the plate, and he's got an opportunity there to do some damage, but they're pitching him away so far. Here's a 2-0. There's a fastball that is belt high down the middle and called high. It's 3 balls and no strikes. So now Chaplewski is in a little bit of a jam here. 3 balls and no strikes to pitch, and there is ball 4. And he walks Bishop on 4 pitches. Wadzinski to second base. Meyhofer holds third, first walk. Chaplewski, and it'll bring up Carson Jones, who struck out swinging his first time up. Bases full of Dukes here in the top of the 3rd inning. And here's the pitch from the set. Starts with that slow breaking ball that is over for strike one. Jones was called out on that check swing strike to end the first inning. Here's the pitch. Another one on the corner, and it's 2 strikes to count to Jones. That breaking pitch is real good when he gets it over the plate. And Jablewski now ahead 2 strikes, trying to get out of a jam here in the third. Oh, 2 coming. Fastball. Grounded to short. Larson picks it up, will step on the bag himself, and that forces Bishop and retires the side. For Dundas in the third inning, they get 1 hit and leave the bases loaded. So we played 2.5. Dundas has left 5 on in 3 innings, and we have no score here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Bottom of the third for Eagan, and it'll be 8, 9, and 1 coming up. Dorgan will lead off. He was on base when Weinberg was picked off to end the second inning. Each team with 2 hits on the board, and Eagan has an error in addition to it, but the score, of course, remains level. Raymond Rockets over Wanamingo 3-2 in the third inning. Richmond Royals lead the Hinckley Knights 5-0 in the second. You mentioned Hutchinson over Kimball, 12-2. And here is Dorgan again. As Matheson is ready. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, sawed him off, grounded to short. Hernser up with it, comes up throwing and gets his man. Dorgan is retired 6-3, 1 pitch, 1 out here in the Eagan third. And here's Tony Johnson, the number 9 man on the order for Eagan. Center fielder. And now the first pitch shows bunt, takes strike 1. And that draws Mayhofer to the edge of the grass at third base. There's the 0-1 delivery. Swung on and grounded to third, wide of Mayhofer, and foul. Strike 2 the count. Now the 0-2 delivery. There's strike 3 looking. Fourth strikeout for Matheson, and now the Bandits get Travis McDonald to the plate, and they're going to get their second look now at Matheson. We've had a little fun with that, seeing how teams doing their second trips through the order, and generally they have done much better than the first time through the order, at least in the games that we've seen here in Dundas. And the pitch. Check swing, strike 1. 2 gone here in the bottom half of the third. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and line right at the first baseman Ludwig, and McDonald is retired. Eagan goes in order in the third inning on only 6 pitches. We played 3, and there's no score here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Top half of the 4th inning here in Dundas, and the Dukes will send number 6, 7, and 8 to the plate. Sathram, Lanu, and Ludwig. Chaplewski's had his moments, struck out 2, walked 1. He's also hit 2 batters. And the volunteer ground crew here finishing its work. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Dundas. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error for Eagan. Jeff Pappas with you with a call here as we play this first round game at the host site. The host team going to the plate in the 4th inning. And leading off will be Drew Sathram. Sathram flew to center his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Now, Chaplewski ready, and he starts with that breaking pitch, and that missed the plate. They appeal at first base, and no swing. So ball 1 to Sathram. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one is away from the plate as well. It's 2-0. And 2 strikeouts and a walk for the Eagan starter as we play the 4th inning. 2-0. 3-0. Now the 3-0 delivery, and that is over. Fastball for a strike. 3-1. With Lanu waiting on deck. Dundas trying to get the leadoff batter aboard for the first time. There's a swing and a miss by Sathram, and now the count is full. 3-2. Now the pitch. Swung on, and that is lifted foul on the first base side out of play, and the count rides. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 44 pitches through 3 innings, 27 strikes for Chaplewski, and he's hanging in there against Dundas through 3+ innings of work. 3-2 to Sathram. Strike 3 called, and Sathram was on his way to first base, and the umpire rings him up. 3rd strikeout. Chaplewski, and that forces Sathram to make the ever-popular 90-degree right turn and head to the dugout. Here's Hayden Lanu, the left fielder, grounded to first base his first time up. Not ready, and here comes the pitch. Swung on, and that is going the opposite way, and a base hit into left field for Lanou. Hit number 3 for Dundas, and a one-out base runner. And here's Mike Ludwig, who flew out to center his first time up. As Lanou gets his lead from first base, a modest one. And here's the pitch. Ludwig takes a breaking ball on the corner. Strike one. Now Chapleski comes set. And from the belt, here's his 0-1. Fastball is fouled away on the first base side for strike 2. Dundas trying to break through here in the 4th inning. And the 0-2 pitch coming. Off the plate with a fastball, 1-2. Hernsier, the shortstop, is the on-deck batter for the Dukes here, the top half of inning 4. Set. 1-2 coming. Swung on and late. It's fouled down the right field line and out of play. 1-2 still. Now Ludwig stands back in. Chapleski ready. He sets, and there's a 1-2 again. Swung on a curveball. He pops it up on the right side of the infield. Peterson, the second baseman, makes the catch, and that's 2 down. Got him leaning out over the plate there, and he popped up that breaking ball, which has been his bread and butter pitch so far. And here's Kyle Hernsier. Flew to center last time up. Leading off the 3rd inning, now 2 outs, and Lanou still at first base for the Dukes. And the pitch. Swung on and hit a long way to left center field. Way back and way out of here. Kyle Hernsier from the number 9 spot hits a bomb, and the Dukes lead it 2-0. That pitch was crushed out to left center field, went over the 370 marker, and it went substantially farther than that. And Dundas draws first blood. They lead it 2-0 here in the top of the 4th. Here's Myoffer, who is 1 for 2. Doubled his last time up. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Wadzinski is on deck if Myoffer is able to keep things going here in the 4th inning, in which the Dukes have broken out on top. Here's the 1-0. There's a breaking ball over for a strike, 1-1. And the 1-1 coming. Breaking pitches on the corner for strike 2.
Make up your mind what strikes are you're going to use.
Now the 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 delivery coming now. That is strike 3 called.
Oh, no.
And so 2 strikeouts in the inning for Chapleski, but he allows a Single to Lanu and a 2-run homer to Kyle Hernser. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. We have played 3.5, and Dundas is on top 2-0 here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
We go to the last of the 4. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Eagan as they start their second trip through the order in earnest against Todd Matheson, who struck out 4 and allowed 2 hits. And it'll be Osell, Larson, and Luke Dahl. Pitching performance of the day in our first game turned in by Sam Rayla of Champlin Park. Lost a shutout in the 9th inning, but allowed 4 hits, struck out 10, and retired 24 in a row at one point in that game from the first inning all the way to the 9th. Home plate umpire would like the second batter on deck to get in the dugout. Now we are ready to go, and we now have players seated down the right field line. A Dundas player, and the umpires asked him to move. You don't get to watch the game from on the field unless you're playing in it. Here's the pitch. Strike called. Osell grounded to short his first time up. Now Matheson works, swung on and hit high in the air to short center field. Jones coming in, and the shortstop, actually, Hernser, is going to make the play there. And Osell is out. First out of the 4th, and here is Roy Larson. Larson single to right his first time. Now he's ready, and here's the pitch, and that is a fastball over for a strike. Luke Dahl on deck as Eagan tries to find a way through against Todd Matheson here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He threw a fastball past him, 2 strikes to count. Now Larson ready. Matheson winds. Here's the 0-2 delivery, and that's swung on. Fought one off and fouls it on the first base side. And that holds the count at 2 strikes. One down here in the 4th inning. And the pitch. Breaking ball high. 1-2. Matheson ready. There he comes, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball low and away. 2-2. Dundas with a 2-run homer in the top half of this inning, and Eagan trying to answer back. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and Larson goes down. 5 strikeouts for Matheson, and here's Luke Dahl, who struck out swinging his first time up. And so far, Eagan has had very little success against Matheson. They have not advanced a runner to second base as yet. And here's the delivery. A strike call on the breaking pitch. On the outer half, it's a pitch that has been working for Eagan as well. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's tap foul at the plate. Strike 2, the count to Dahl. Now the 0-2 delivery is off the plate just a hair. 1-2. One thing I don't understand about umpiring, I'm not saying he's good, I'm not saying he's not. What I am saying is, how do you call the outside corner when you're set up on the inside corner? 17-inch wide plate, and the lines you have to draw mentally. 1-2, and there's strike 3 called. Down the middle doesn't matter, as Dahl is caught looking. 6 strikeouts for Matheson, and Eagan goes in order in their half of the fourth. We played 4 full, and it's 2-0 Dundas here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Move on to the 5th inning. Dundas leading at 2-0 with a 2-run homer by Kyle Herntzer, the shortstop. And it'll be Wadzinski to lead us off. 2-3-4 coming up for Dundas here in their half of the 4th inning. Wadzinski has no plate appearances officially, as that he was walked and hit by a pitch in his 2 appearances. And Czeplewski, 4 strikeouts, a walk, and 2 hit batsmen in 4 innings, and a pitch is over for a strike. He's at 63 pitches through 4 innings, 40 strikes. Both pitchers doing a nice job of finding the dish here. 0-1 coming. Breaking pitch is hit in the air towards the gap. McDonald over, the left fielder makes the catch. And Wadzinski is retired for the first out in the 5th. And here is Nate Van Rokel, the designated hitter. He is 0 for 2, flew out to the warning track his first time up, then struck out swinging, so he's 0 for 2. Now the pitch. That skips back to the screen, ball 1. Van Rokel is waiting for a better one here. 1 ball and no strikes. Swung on, and it is grounded foul wide of third base. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Sun for the time being behind the clouds. Down the right field line, and it eventually will hit the treetop level probably by the time this game is over. There's no real sun field tonight. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swung on and lined into the hole in right field for a base hit. And that's the 5th hit for Dundas. Here comes Bishop. Bishop doubled his first time up and then walked in the 3rd inning. He is 1 for 1. There was a sun field this morning. The sun was obviously on the other side of the sky. Center field was a difficult place to live, but players did it with grace and aplomb. And now a throw over to first base, and getting back in is Van Rokel. 5 hits for Dundas here in 4 1/3 innings. Now the pitch. That's low. Bishop takes ball one. Carson Jones moves on deck. 2-0 game. Here's the pitch. Fastball is up. And it's 2-0, and you don't want to get behind a fellow with Bishop's known power on that account, especially with runners on base. And Rocco takes his lead from first base. 2-0. That one is fouled back. Third base side winds up out of play. Don't think it had quite the gas to reach my car. Hope not. On the behind the netting. A ways here. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Breaking ball is over. Strike 2. And the count is even now to Bishop. And Chaplewski with 4 strikeouts has Bishop 2-2. And the pitch off the plate with a fastball wide, 3-2. Now payoff pitch coming here as Dundas tries to reestablish a threat here in the 5th inning. Here's the 3-2 delivery, swung on and fouled straight back. And it makes everybody flinch, even though there's a net in the way, and that's always fun. See people diving for cover, and there's absolutely no reason to. It's that was kind of mean, wasn't it? 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ball 4. Breaking ball is low. Bishop walks. Van Rockel to second base. Second walk. And here's Carson Jones, who's 0 for 2, struck out and bounced into a fielder's choice. Chaplewski was at 63 pitches coming into this inning, 40 strikes. Pitch count now at 75. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Drew Sathram on deck for Dundas. Time called at the plate, and now the batter Jones will get back in. Van Rockel gets his lead from second base, and here is the 1-0. 2-0. So now Chaplewski needs to bear down here behind 2-0 with 2 runners on base. Ground ball might get him out of the inning. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and a fly ball into short right field. Coming in, Weinberg, he makes the call and the catch. And that retires Carson Jones for the second out, and a potentially important out here for Eagan. Not potentially, that is a big out. 2 outs here in the 5th inning, and here's Drew Sathram, flew to center field, struck out looking. He is 0 for 2. 2 on, and 2 out here in the top of the 5th as Dundas tries to expand a 2-0 lead. Chaplewski is ready. Starts him with a breaking ball, and that is, well, is called ball 1. Sometimes you look at it, was it up? No. Was it down? No. Was it wide? No. And it's a ball, so you just call it that. 1 ball and no strikes. And a fly ball out of play, foul on the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Drew Satherham as we play the top of the 5th inning. And the pitch on the way to him. Breaking ball hit in the air to center field. Johnson drifting back, shy of the track. He's got plenty of room and he makes the catch. And Satherham is retired. And Dundas turned away in the 5th inning. They get a hit and leave 2. Halfway home here at Dundas, and it's 2-0 Dukes as we play the bottom of the 5th here on the hometown Neighborhood Sports Network.
PrepSpotlight.tv made history in 2020 by live streaming every game of the Town Ball State Tournament. History is happening again. PrepSpotlight.tv has been great, but it's becoming greater. Introducing NSPN.tv. The Neighborhood Sports Network launches this week with end-to-end coverage of a fantastic Minnesota sports tradition, Town Ball. See every game for a new fan-friendly monthly fee. Join for Town Ball State Tournament games, then stay for the high school and college seasons. NSPN.tv will provide subscribers with an abundant supply of local sports content, featuring live events called by local play-by-play professionals, comprehensive highlights, feature stories, weekly shows, documentaries, and video podcasts. Welcome to the neighborhood. NSPN.tv.
The 5th inning, Eagan will send 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. Peterson, Weinberg, and Winters. And Todd Matheson has needed only 48 pitches to get through 4 innings. 38 strikes, which you win a lot of ball games if you're around the dish that much. And here is Eric Peterson leading off for Eagan in the 5th. Struck out swinging his first time up. Matheson has 6 strikeouts, no walks. And he's allowed 2 hits. On the pitch. Fouled back, and Peterson has strike 1 on him. Seven straight batters set down by Matheson. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, and a little looper to second base. Coming in on it is Satherham, and he goes on to first in time. 4-3 of the play. Peterson is retired, and here is Weinberg, who has the last hit for Eagan. A single in the 2nd inning, and then he was picked off first base, which to a base runner is the perfect example of negative feedback. Now, Weinberg stands in. Matheson works to him. Shows bunt and takes low for ball 1. Winters is on deck. On the 1-0. There's a strike, a breaking ball on the outside corner. Evens things up. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Eagan right fielder. Now the pitch. There's another breaking ball, just like the last one. And it is 1-2. Matheson is pitching a nice game for himself so far in 4 1/3 innings. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 7 strikeouts for Matheson. And here's Winters, who struck out looking his first time up. And Eagan so far has only gotten nothing going against Todd Matheson. Winters ready, and here is the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen, and so far, we're talking about the 2nd trip through the order. The 2nd trip for Eagan has been kind of a dud to this point. They've had no hits, and they have had 3 strikeouts out of the 6 batters that are seeing Matheson for the 2nd time. And here's the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to short right field. Bishop coming over. Carried a little more than I thought, but Bishop makes the catch anyhow, and that retires Eagan in the 5th inning. They go down in order. 10 in a row set down by Matheson. We have played 5 complete, and it is 2-0 Dundas here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
PrepSpotlight.tv made history in 2020 by live streaming every game of the Town Ball State Tournament. History is happening again. PrepSpotlight.tv has been great, but it's becoming greater. Introducing NSPN.tv. The Neighborhood Sports Network launches this week with end-to-end coverage of a fantastic Minnesota sports tradition, Town Ball. See every game for a new fan-friendly monthly fee. Join for Town Ball State Tournament games, then stay for the high school and college seasons. NSPN.tv will provide subscribers with an abundant supply of local sports content, featuring live events called by local play-by-play professionals, comprehensive highlights, featured stories, weekly shows, documentaries, and video podcasts. Welcome to the neighborhood. NSPN.tv.
And we have a pitching change for Eagan as we start the 6th inning. Blaze Bohall is the new pitcher. Replacing Jeff Lesky, who started and went 5 innings. Eight, 9-1 coming up. Dorgan will, 7-8-9 coming up. Hayden Lanou will lead off. Let's try that again. Now the pitch, and he starts him with a fastball up. 1 ball and no strikes. So Chapkowski goes 5 innings for Eagan. He allows 2 earned runs. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and that one's high. And it's 2 balls and no strikes to Lanou. Allowed 5 hits in 5 innings. Struck out 4, walked 2, and hit 2. And the pitch. Strike called. 2-1. He threw 81 pitches, 52 strikes. Now, Blaze Bohall is the man of the moment for Eagan in the pitch. There's a strike, 2-2. Now he's ready. Here's the windup and a 2-2 delivery. Swung on and grounded sharply to second. It hops and Peterson stays with it. Throws to first base and they get him. Boy, Peterson, some stick-to-itiveness there. Knocked the ball down, dropped it, picked it up, and threw him out. Lanou retired 4-3, first out here in the 6th. Here's Ludwig. 0 for 2. Flew to center field and popped to second in his 2 appearances. He is 0 for 2. We play the top half of inning number 6, getting late here, and the pitch is swung on and missed late on the fastball there, and Ludwig down 1 strike. And there's a swing and a miss, and it's no balls and 2 strikes now to Ludwig. Ernster on deck, the man of the moment. His 2-run homer has provided the only runs in the contest so far. Now, low already, and here comes the 0-2 delivery. There's a ground ball towards the middle. Larson plays the Sunday hop and flips onto first base in time to retire Ludwig 6-3. 2 down, and here is Ernster. Flew to left, or flew to center his first time up, and then a towering home run. His last time up to left field. obviously driven in both runs in the game. And we'll see how Bohal pitches him. Starts him with a breaking ball that is over for strike one. Bohal ready. Here comes the 0-1. That is in the dirt. A 59-foot fastball, and it winds up kicking up dirt in front of Winters. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the windup, and here comes a 1-1. There's a strike fastball on the corner. And it is 1-2. Now Bohal works, and there's a ground ball towards short. Larson to his right, picks it up. He's got a long throw, and he can't get it there in time. I think that's an infield hit for Ernster, but we'll see what the official scorer has to say, and he does score it a hit, so Ernster aboard with his second hit of the game. And hit number 6 for the Dukes. That flips the order, and here's Mayhofer, who is 1 for 3, struck out looking his last time up, has a double and a fly out as well. And Ernster takes his lead from first base. He's got a good lead. Bohal looks in, and here's the pitch. Breaking pitch is up high to Mayhofer, and 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here is the Duke's third baseman, bats with 2 out in the 6th. Now the pitch. There is a breaking ball over, and it is 1-1. Now Bohal working slowly here. He comes set. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. And the throw down to second base is not in time. It was dug out by Peterson, but Ernster beat the throw. And he takes second base. The pitch was a strike, of course, to Mayhofer, and it's 1-2. So now Bohal ahead in the count, but a runner in scoring position here. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff man for Dundas. One, 2 coming. And a little bit low with a fastball evens the count. 2-2. Wadzinski is next for Dundas. Now comes to the belt, 2-2 delivery, half swing, 1 around, and that is strike 3. Mayhofer is retired, and so is Dundas in the 6th inning. They get 1 hit, and they leave 1. 5.5. It's still 2-0 Dukes here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
Such news! It's everything I ever wanted.
Last of the sixth, and Eagan going to get something started here against Todd Matheson, who they have reached for 2 singles in the game, none since the second inning. And they will send 8, 9, and 1 to the plate. Dorgan, Tony Johnson, and Travis McDonald. Richmond leads Hinckley 6-2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the Raymond Rockets lead Wanamingo 4-2 in the top of the 6th. The game's going on at Meesville and Faribault, the other host sites for this tournament. And here is J.D. Dorgan to lead off. Bounced out to short his first time up. And Matheson needs only 56 pitches to get through 5 innings. He's ready, and now the pitch, and there's a strike called. And the other thing, 56 pitches, 45 strikes out of those 56. So he's been around the plate the whole game, 0-1, and that's low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Has not had a 3-ball count in the game, and the pitch swung on and rolled fouled on the third base line. So not only has he not walked a batter, he hasn't come close to walking a batter. And the 2-run homer by Hernser has given Matheson a lead that, to this point anyway, has looked pretty safe. Sawed him off, ground ball to short. Hernser charges, and he can't make the play. And they have scored an error on Hernser on the play. He overran the ball, so Dorgan is aboard. And here's Johnson, struck out looking his first time up, but Eagan has its first base runner since the second inning, and that ends the string at 10 in a row retired by Matheson. And it only cost him 1 bat. Dorgan takes his lead, and here is the pitch. They show bunt, and it's popped up, and it's going to land and roll foul. So it was not great moments in bunting from Tony Johnson there, but he got away with it, and will get another chance. Strike 1 the count. Matheson ready. Comes set, and here's his 0-1. Again, scoring a bunt. That's better. And Matheson looks at second, throws to first, and in time. Dorgan takes second base. Johnson sacrifices 1-3. And that flips the order. Here's Travis McDonald batting for the 3rd time, and for the first time in the contest, Eagan has a runner at second base. Trying to improve on that stat, and a base hit by McDonald would certainly do that. Here's the pitch. Good breaking ball over for a strike. Starts McDonald with a first pitch strike. Sell is on deck for the Bandits. Now Matheson ready to go, and here's the 0-1. Swung on and fouled away on the first base side. 2 strikes the count. And again, the Youth Wealth Enhancement Fund is going on here. They're giving away $1 for every foul ball returned. The kids get a chance to get some exercise and make some money. 2 strikes the count. Matheson looking at the runner at second base. Now comes home, and there is a fastball that is called low. And not a popular decision with the Dundas crowd. And it's 1-2. Matheson with 7 strikeouts, and here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to short, and it hops on Herntzer, picks it up, throws to first base, close play, but he got him. And Dorgan had to hold second, so McDonald not able to advance the runner. And that'll leave it up to Jake Osell, who was 0 for 2, grounded to short and popped to short. And now the pitch. Breaking ball is away to Osell. And it's ball 1. Roy Larson is on deck. If the inning can be kept going by Osell, he'll get a chance here in the 6th. One-0. Swung on and grounded into the hole. Perfect placement. It's a base hit. Coming around third is Dorgan, and he will score. And Eagan is on the board. It is 2-1. You couldn't have thrown it any better than that. And it's a base hit for Jake Osell. Driving in Dorgan with an unearned run. And here is Roy Larson with 2 outs. Third hit for Eagan, and they cut the lead to 2-1. And here's a pitch, swing and a miss, a little bit late there. Larson 1 out of 2, single to right, and struck out swinging in his 2 appearances. Now the 0-1. Swung on and cued foul. Look at the Massey on that. It's going to roll fair. And he's safe as Matheson unable to pick up the ball, but wicked side spin on that ball. It started foul and rolled fair. By the time Matheson touched it, he couldn't pick it up. And that is going to be an error on Matheson, second of the inning on Dundas. And on the play, Osell takes second, so 2 runners on base here in the Eagan 6th, and the tying run, Osell 2 bases away. And it's going to bring a discussion here as umpires being questioned about the call by Ludwig. You don't see it often, but it does happen. You see it on these weird baseball plays compilations that wind up on YouTube, and boy, that's one of them. Spinning foul ball that goes fair. First and second, 2 out for Dahl, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And he takes strike 1. Any runs against Matheson in this inning will be unearned. Oh, 0-1. And the pitch. Check swing. And did he go? He did. The plate umpire says he did. Didn't need to appeal it. And it's 2 strikes to Dahl, the cleanup hitter. Having a rough go here as he has struck out twice and is now down 0-2 here. Two runners on. Matheson holds the ball behind his back while he waits for the sign. Now has the one he wants. Here comes the 0-2. Blowing away with a fastball. 1-2. Eric Peterson is on deck. Dahl can hit. Get a chance here in the 6th. 1-2. Matheson slowing down a little bit. Now he steps off. Now he's ready. And the 1-2 coming. Off the plate with a fastball. 2-2. This is his highest pitch count inning for Matheson. He's thrown 18 pitches. He had only 20 in the last 2 innings, 26 in the last 3. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Dahl, and that ends the inning and gets Dundas off the field. 8th strikeout for Matheson. Eagan scores an unearned run, 1 hit. There were 2 errors and 2 runners left on base. So we played 6 innings, and it's 2-1 for Dundas here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
All season long, you've gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball and our hometowns. And on September 10th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Guardians at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the champions will be honored in a ceremony at Town Ball Tavern, and all Town Ballers will be invited down to the field for a special pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
Field Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions.
For tickets to the Minnesota Twins Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 10th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
We go to the top of the 7th here in Dundas. The Dukes leading Eagan 2-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Dundas. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for Eagan. Jeff Pappas with you with a call as we play the last third of the 7th game on this field this weekend. And now Blaze Bohal is finishing his warm-up tosses, and it'll be 2, 3, and 4 for Dundas to the plate here in the 7th inning. And they will start with Wadzinski, who has walked, been hit by a pitch and fallen to left. 0 for 1 officially. Now Bohal ready, he winds, and here's his pitch. Breaking ball inside corner for a strike, and Wadzinski down 0 in 1. 17 pitches and 12 strikes for Bohal in his first inning of work. Now the 0-1. Swung on, and that's grounded to first, and that's a tough hop for Dahl, and he picks it up, throws to first, and gets him anyway. 3-1. First out recorded in the Dundas 7th. The hop came right off his chest, but Dahl kept his head about him, and Bohal got over and covered the bag, and that retired Wadzinski. And here is Van Rockel. He is 1 for 3. One out to right, struck out, and singled to right his last time up. Bohal starts him with a breaking pitch is low. 1 ball and no strikes. John Bishop, the number 4 man, also due to hit this inning. And the pitch. Slow curve is hit high and deep to left field. McDonald chasing. He's got room, and he makes the catch. That looked great off the bat, and then it just sort of died out there. Not much, actually no wind as I look at the flagpole. It's hanging totally limp, but Van Rockel gave it a ride, and it was caught by McDonald. Here's John Bishop, and he is 1 for 1. He's been on base all 3 times, walked twice, and doubled in his first appearance. Now the pitch. Starts him with a fastball in on the hands. 1 ball and no strikes. Carson Jones waits his turn on deck. Now, here's the pitch on the way. And that's fouled straight back to the screen for strike 1, evens the count. And Bohal has come in and done a nice job here. He's set down 5 out of 6 so far. Only an infield single against his copybook here. And here's the 1-1 delivery. Breaking pitch hangs high, 2-1. Now they've got Bishop shaded around the right center. And the left field alley is quite large for him. And here's the pitch. That is inside, 3-1. And they pitch him quite carefully, and understandably so, as a good-looking hitter. Now, here is the 3-1 delivery to Bishop. There is a breaking pitch that is low, and he walks on 5 pitches. Third time he's walked in the game. And in fact, he is the only Dundas batter that has walked. He has walked 3 times. And is now a 2-out base runner for Carson Jones. Struck out in the first, grounded into a fielder's choice in the third, flew to right in the fifth. He is 0 for 3. And now the pitch. Swung on and flipped foul. Straight back behind the plate. Strike 1. Now 1 strike to count. Ball looks in. There's the pitch. Curveball hit to second base, sawed him off. And it's going to be Peterson throwing over to Dahl to retire the side. 4-3 the play here in the 7th inning. They got a walk and leave 1. And we have played 6.5 stretch time here in Dundas. And it's 2-1 Dukes here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
All season long, you've gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball and our hometowns. And on September 10th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Guardians at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the champions will be honored in a ceremony at Town Ball Tavern, and all Town Ballers will be invited down to the field for a special pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
Field Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions.
For tickets to the Minnesota Twins Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 10th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
We go to the last of the 7th inning, and it is 2-1 for Dundas. Eagan will send 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. Eric Peterson, Justin Weinberg, and Anthony Winters are the 3 scheduled to hit against Todd Matheson, who touched up for an unearned run in the 6th inning, which he allowed his 3rd hit. Peterson to lead off, struck out and grounded to second base, 0 for 2. Now Matheson ready, and here he comes. Swung on and hit a long way to left field. Going over to the corner is Lanou, and he has to play it on a hop, and he's going to hold him to a single. That ball almost reached the corner, and Lanou hustling over, got it back in quickly, and Eric Peterson is aboard with his first hit. And the 4th hit for Eagan in this game. And it'll bring up Weinberg. We'll see if the bunt is in order here. They have tried that before. And Mayhofer thinks so. He's on the edge of the grass at third base. Ludwig holds with the runner at first. Here's the pitch, and they show bunt. That's a beauty. And it's picked up there by Matheson. He throws the first in time to retire Weinberg. Sacrifice bunt. And Peterson takes second base, and here's Winters, the catcher, struck out looking and flew to right, 0 for 2. And a hit to the outfield could tie us up, as Eagan has hung in there against Matheson, who's been Tough on them, but they now have a chance to even the score. Matheson ready, and here comes the pitch. Winters takes a strike called in the outside corner. 0-1. Now Matheson looks in. Comes set, and here's the 0-1. That is a fastball a little bit off the plate, and it's called ball one. Winters even in the count. Dorgan would hit next, but they have a pinch hitter swinging a bat, Kevin Kunick, number 18, and here's a pitch fouled away, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Winters, with Peterson at second base and 1 out here in the last of the 7th. Now Matheson sets, and here comes the 1-2 in the dirt, and a nice stop there by Wadzinski. Evens the count to Winters at 2-2. Raymond is leading Wanamingo 10-2 now in the 6th inning. They have come alive with the bats. Richmond leading Hinckley 6-2 in the 5th inning. Here is the 2-2 delivery. Now he steps off, does Matheson, and he has to step towards second or it's a balk, and did that, and that allowed Peterson to get back. There was no one covering the bag anyway, so sort of an ICU approach. And the 2-2 pitch swung on and lifted foul on the first base side. That will get out of play. And the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Matheson looking in. Waiting for signs with a runner on second base. Now time called at the plate, so the signs are a little more involved. And finally they just said, well, you know what, we're not quite ready yet. Now Matheson looking in again, has the one he likes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch swung on, and that is fouled. And that makes the third base coach skip rope down the line. Count holds 2-2. Now the 2-2 delivery, swung on and hit high in the air behind second base. Sathram gives way on the right fielder. Bishop makes the catch, and that is the second out. Winters retired. And if there's a 2-out hit, it'll need to come from the pinch hitter, Kevin Kunick, number 18. Two outs, runner at second base here in the bottom of the 7th. The Kunick left-handed batter will hit against the righty, Matheson. Now ready, and here's the pitch. Bender is a little bit high. Home crowd doesn't like it. Matheson wants to know where it was, and it was 1 ball and no strikes to Kunick. Dorgan has scored the run for Eagan. Reached on an error last inning. And the pitch. There's a breaking ball over. 1-1. Now, Peterson gets his lead from second base. Matheson looks in, and here's the pitch. Curveball, that's off the plate. And that I thought it had the plate. The umpire did not agree. And it's 2 balls and a strike. There's the pitch to Kuna coming up. There is another breaking ball, and that's over. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one, I think, split the plate. And it was an easy setup there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Matheson looking in for the sign, and here is now going to get time called here as they can't agree, and Wadzinski goes out to the mound. And I'm imagining he probably said, throw me a breaking pitch. It's the one that has worked for Matheson in this at-bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch coming. He struck him out. And the pinch hitter Kunik retired swinging. 9 strikeouts for Matheson. 1 hit and 1 left. They played 7 innings. It's 2-1 Dundas here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Top of the 8th inning, and it'll be Blaze Bohall. In his 3rd inning of work, he has allowed a scratch single in 2 innings of work, walked a batter, and struck out a batter. He will face 6, 7, and 8 in the Dundas order. That is Sathram, Lanu, and Ludwig, the scheduled hitters. Turned into a good game, our last game of the day. And we have seen Eagan start to climb back into it, but the question is, do they have enough in the tank to push a second run across? Drew Sathram leads off the 8th inning for Dundas. Flew to center, struck out looking, flew to center, 0 for 3 in his appearances today. Dundas leading by 1, looking for an insurance run. And here's the pitch. Squares the bunt, puts it down. It's a nice bunt. Picked up there, double clutch. So the first is high. And Sathram is safe, and it'll be an interesting call here. And they are scoring an error on Bohall, the pitcher. It is the first error on Eagan in this, the second error on Eagan in this game. And now here is Lanu. Takes off the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. Lanu is 1 for 3 with a run scored. He scored ahead of Herntzer's homer. And here comes the 1-0. Breaking ball over for a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. pitch. Low and away with a breaking ball, and it's 2-1. They have 3 errors on the board for Eagan, and I'm looking for them. I only see 2. It's got to come from somewhere, clearly. But in any event, it's 2 balls and a strike to Lanu. And the pitch. And the fastball is up, and it's 3-1. And a ticklish spot here for Bohall with a runner at first base, the leadoff batter aboard on the pitcher's error. Here comes the 3-1. That's low. No, call it strike. And Lanu has to come back. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball was called at the knees. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Sathram gets his lead from first base. And the payoff is off the plate, and he walks this time. And Lanu is aboard. Sathram to second base, second walk by Bohall, and it will bring up Mike Ludwig. And we're going to get a timeout here. And we'll have a discussion on the mound, first and second. Nobody out here in the 8th inning for Dundas. Looking for a 3rd run. Now the plate umpire will come out to break up the huddle. I still only show 2 errors for Eagan, and I just looked through the entire score sheet. I was looking for a base advancement that might have accounted for it, and I just don't see it. The other error would be the throwing error that allowed Mayhofer to go from second to third base in the 3rd inning, and they stay with Bohall, and here is Ludwig, 0 for 3 so far. Fly out, pop out, ground out in his 3 trips, and here's the pitch. He squares the bunt and takes high, and a bluff throw back to first base, and Ludwig ahead in the count, 1-0. So with nobody out, the bunt in order with 2 runners on base. And here's the pitch, squares again and takes a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Hearns here waiting on deck, so there's danger there too. The number 9 man on the home run on a single today. Bohall sets, squares again, and offered, and that is strike 2. And we'll see what happens to the bunt here. And now a tap foul at the plate by Ludwig. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And as you can see, the sun off over the right field fence is starting to become a factor, even for our camera here, is looking into the sunset. But don't worry, you still have audio, and you still have, if you don't mind me, and even if you do, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ludwig. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball hit him in the hand. Hand holding the bat, and he's saying that it hit the bat. And the umpire is calling it a foul ball. And the original call will stand, and that is going to bring an argument here from the Eagan side of things. It is a hit batsman officially, and they do not like the call. The bases are loaded for Hernser now here in the 8th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the 8th, and Dundas with a great opportunity here. Infield will come up. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss as Hernser goes for the downs and misses on the first offering. Strike one. Now the pitch. Breaking ball is hammered to third. The play made by Osell goes to Winters for one. And the third baseman fell trying to get back to the bag. Osell, and they were looking to go to third base and finish a 5-2-5 double play, but it didn't work out. Hernser reaches on a fielder's choice. Satham is forced at the plate, 5-2 for the first out. Lanou goes to third. Ludwig to second. And Osell stumbled, and it was a good thing that Winters didn't throw the ball. It would have wound up in the left field corner, and everybody might have scored. Now here is Mayhofer. Bases remain loaded with one out. And here's the pitch, swung on and fouled away. On the first base side, Mayhofer on the day is 1 for 4, doubled in the 3rd inning. He struck out twice and flown out. Infield remains up for Eagan, and here is the pitch. Mayhofer takes a fastball high, 1 ball and 1 strike, and there is no place to put him. See how the Eagan infield reacts if it's another ground ball. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Breaking pitch, and he took something off there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes to Mayhofer. Wadzinski is on deck. And Bohal now comes set. And the 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball. Didn't mean to, and he fouls it down the first base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mayhofer. And the pitch up high, 2-2. To call this a jam would be kind, as Mayhofer now has worked the count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and two ready. And here it comes. Grounder. And that is perfectly placed to the right side of the infield. They throw to first, and they don't get the out. It's an infield single. A squibber by Mayhofer. It scores a run. Lanou comes in, and it makes it 3-1. Ludwig to second. Ludwig to third. Hernser to second. And Dundas gets its insurance run. It's 3-1. Now here is Wadzinski. Walked, hit by a pitch, flown to left and grounded out. So he is 0 for 2 officially and has been on base twice. A tough break there for Eagan. That ball was perfectly placed. And the pitch. Breaking ball is over. Strike to Wadzinski. Dundas now with a run here in the top half of the 8th. And here comes the pitch. Breaking ball is hit in the air to center field. Johnson with a late start coming in. He dives. He doesn't get it. It's going to fall for a base hit. They're going to hold. Ernzer at third base. Wadzinski with a little parachute single into center field. Ludwig comes in to score, and the bases remain loaded. It's 4-1. Dundas has used some good fortune here. A couple of perfectly placed balls. The first run is unearned. And anything else before the second out would be earned. Bases remain loaded. One out here in the Dundas eighth. Now the infield is going back to double play depth. Van Rockel, and he takes a strike called in the outside corner. He is 1 for 4 today, singled in the 5th inning. Struck out, flown to left, and flown to right. Now the 0-1 coming, and that just missed. Breaking ball up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bishop waiting on deck for Dundas. And here is the delivery, and that is just off the plate. 2 balls and a strike, and Bohall, I think, wanted that pitch. No such luck, 2-1. Van Rockel ready. Bohall comes set, and here is the 2-1. Swung on and fouled away. And it's 2-2. To his credit, Bohall has really battled here in this inning, but the baseball gods smiling on Dundas in the form of the last 2 base hits, which were both seeing eye hits. And here's the 2-2. And that hit him. Or to hit the knob end of the bat. And here, Bohall again is saying the pitch hit the bat. And they're going to call him back. Say the pitch hit the knob end of the bat. And they're calling him back. That was what they said on the hit by pitch to Ludwig. And was allowed to take his base. Now the umpires are going to confer, and we'll see what they have to say. And Bohall is living on Buzzard's bad luck at the moment. Can't kill nothing, and nothing won't die. And they are going to call Van Rockel back to the plate. The pitch hit the knob end of the bat, and that is a foul ball. Van Rockel had to reaccouter himself here. Now comes up again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Bohall looks in for the sign. 2-2 coming. Strike 3 called. Breaking pitch in the outside corner. Van Rockel is set down on strikes. 2 down. 2 balls and 2 strikeouts, rather 2 walks for Bohall. And here is Bishop, the right fielder. Now Bishop on the day has walked 3 times. And the first pitch, a swinging strike. Challenged him with a fastball up the ladder, and Bishop chased it. He has a double and 3 walks, 1 for 1 today. As Bohall ready, comes to the belt, and here's the 0-1. Swung on and fouled, and that caught the catcher, Winters. 2 strikes to count. Blaze Bohall has really fought hard this inning, and he has been the victim of some misfortune from Eagan's point of view. From the Dundas point of view, I expect it's just clean living. 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, sawed him off. Grounder into the hole. The hop there taken by Osell to throw to first, and he got him. Bishop is retired. And so is Dundas in the 8th inning, but they score 2 runs. On 2 hits, there was an error. And they leave the bases loaded. 7.5. Dundas leading Eagan 4-1 on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Todd Matheson sitting at 89 pitches, 69 strikes. And his teammates got 2 more runs for him here. He's now got a 4-1 lead. And he is going to work to a pinch hitter to start the 9th inning. Lucas Henderson swinging a bat, number 26. He would replace, at least in the batting order, Tony Johnson, who presumably will go back in on a re-entry. He's a starting center fielder, and Tony Johnson is 0 for 1, sacrifice bunt and a strikeout. And now here is Henderson to bat against Matheson to start off the home half of the 8th inning. And Eagan now needs 3 runs. Here's the pitch. Starts him with a breaking ball over. And Matheson has been ahead in the count most of the day. Now ready, and here comes the pitch. That is low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Matheson works, and it's a slicing line drive down the right field line. It's going to land foul. And it's 1-2. Todd Matheson, 9 strikeouts on the day. 1 of 2 very good pitching performances we've seen in these 3 games. The 1-2 is a waste pitch low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the other was Sam Riola, striking out 10 and allowing 4 hits in the first game. And there's a fastball low, and he wanted that pitch and didn't get it. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Henderson, the pinch hitter, to lead off the 8th, and he takes a fastball low, ball 4, first walk by Matheson. And now it's the top of the order. Travis McDonald, we're going to get a runner at first base. And Johnson comes in to run for the player that hit for him, which takes care of the re-entry issue. And here's Travis McDonald, who's 0 for 3. Grounded to first, lined to first, grounded to short. Matheson works. Bender is over for strike 1. Osell is on deck. So we get into the late innings here. Time call at the plate, and McDonald steps back in. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and foul, hit the right field. Coming on is Bishop. Coming on, slides, and he makes the catch. Nice play by Bishop, who charged that looping fly ball from Travis McDonald and makes the catch for out number 1 here in the 8th inning. And here's Osell, who is 1 for 3, singled in the Eagan run his last time up. Now Matheson ready. And he works to Osell, and a fastball is low. 1 ball and no strikes. And Johnson dancing off first base there. Made noise like he was going to go, which would take more courage than I've got, down 3 runs in the 8th inning. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball ducked under his bat, and it is 1-1. Matheson does a nice job of what the pros call missing bats. In and around the strike zone, they're swinging at him, and they're not coming up with anything. Here's the 1-1. And that's fouled away. 1-2 now. Now Matheson ready. It is ahead in the count, 1-2. Go to first. And the ball gets away. And it rolls down the line, and stopping at second base is Johnson. That's going to be a throwing error on Matheson. And that is the 3rd error of the game on Dundas. Each team with 3 errors, even though my score sheet only has 2 for Eagan. We'll take the scorer's word for it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Osell run in scoring position now with 1 out. And the pitch. And it's called high. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Matheson comes set. And the 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled away. Count holds at 2-2. Roy Larson is on deck for the Bandits. Now Matheson comes set. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's 10 for Matheson as Osell goes down swinging for the 2nd out. And here's Larson. leave it up to him with the runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Larson on the day is 1 for 3. Reached on an error. Singled in the first inning and struck out. The pitch. Swing and a miss late on the fastball there from Matheson, who's challenging him. Pitch count now at around 100. He's thrown 14 this inning. He has him as 103 right now through 7 2/3. Now Larson ready. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and hit high in the air to center. Going back on it is Jones. Going back. He stumbles and he makes the catch against the wall as he was falling down. He did not. It is a home run. I thought I saw the umpire signal out. He signaled it was a home run instead. Well, how about that? A 2-run homer for Larson, and instead of 4-1, it's 4-3. Roy Larson to straightaway center field. I misinterpreted the umpire's call. I apologize. 4-3 now in the bottom of the 8th inning, and here's Dahl. The pitch, swing and a miss. And Eagan within a run. Here's the pitch, down low. 1-1 to Dahl. We do have activity in the Dundas bullpen. Now 1-1. Swung on late and fouled back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Come on, Doc.
Matheson ahead of the count, 1-2. And here is the pitch. Taken high with a fastball, 2-2. Each team has scored twice here in the 8th inning. Now it sets up an interesting 9th. And the pitch. A little bit low. 3-2. Now the pitch, swung on and rolled to short. Hernser is up. He drops the ball, picks it up, throws across. It is dug out. No. As Ludwig tried to dig it out and it popped away behind him. That'll be an error on Hernser. Luke Dahl reaches on a 2-out error, and here's Eric Peterson. He is 1 for 3. That is error number 4 on Dundas in this game. And the pitch. Fastball high, 1 ball and no strikes. 4-3 the score, tying run Dahl at first base. Go ahead run at the plate. There's a breaking ball over for a strike, 1-1. The second error of the inning on Dundas. Both these runs are earned. And here is the 1-1 pitch on the way. Backs him up a little bit. 2-1. Weinberg on deck for Eagan. Looking for a chance to bat here, and we're going to go right down to the wire in this one. Each team pushing 2 across in the 8th. Here is the 2-1 delivery, and that leaned him back a little bit. I think he made it look better than it was, but it's inside for ball 3 to Peterson, and Matheson now under the cosh a little bit. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and hit a mile foul down the left field line. Peterson turned on that one. And if you were to swing the entire field 90 degrees, you might have a shot at a fair ball. Now we've got a runner coming in. Ty Gage, number 9, is coming in the middle of the at-bat to run for Dahl. Three balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs, he will be running with this pitch. Now Matheson comes set. Here is the pitch. Peterson swings and misses for strike 3. And 11 strikeouts for Todd Matheson. Eagan scores 2 runs on 1 hit, the home run by Larson. There were 2 errors and 1 left on base. We have played 8. It is 4-3 Dundas here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
Such news.
It's everything I ever wanted.
2 errors in the 8th inning for the Dukes, but both runs are earned. And we go to the 9th. Dundas will have 5, 6, and 7 due up. Jones, Sathram, and Lanou. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it'll be 6, 7, 8 coming up for Eagan, Weinberg, Winters, and J.D. Dorgan. Well, it's still out there in the field, folks. 4-3. Dundas back in the same situation they were in last inning, looking for an insurance run, except now their lead has been shaved. Here's Carson Jones, 0 for 4 in the day, struck out, grounded into a fielder's choice, flew out and grounded to second base. Now, Blaze Bohall starts him with a breaking pitch, tap foul, strike 1. 59 pitches for Bohall, who's now in his 4th inning of work. Now here's the wind of the 0-1 delivery, and that is a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitcher of record for Eagan is still the starting pitcher. Chableski, and here's the 1-1 pitch, swung on, hit in the air to center field. Going back on it is Johnson. Plenty of room. Makes the catch. Jones retired for the first out in the 9th, and here is Drew Sathram. He started the 8th inning by reaching on a ground ball error. Actually wound up getting forced at the plate. He is 0 for 4 officially, 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And the breaking ball is over for a strike. 0-1 to Sathram, and Hayden Lanou waiting on deck for Dundas, and they're going to have to, if they don't score here, navigate a very tricky bottom of the 9th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted down the right field line. That's going to get foul and out of play. 2 strikes to Sathram. Ball has struck out 2 and walked 2. But Dundas has stranded 12 base runners in this game. They've had opportunities. Here's the pitch, and there's a strike called, and Sathram is down looking. Third strikeout for Bohall, and here is Lanou, the left fielder. He is 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Singled scored in the 4th, walked and scored in the 8th. Also has 2 groundouts to his credit. Now Lanou stands in, and here is the pitch. Swung on and lifted behind third base. Osell over by the fence, and he has no play. Lands just on the other side for strike 1. Now, strike 1 to Lanou. The ball back with Bohall, the pitcher. He winds up, and here is his pitch. It is a breaking ball on the inside corner for strike 2. Ball ready, and here is the 0-2 delivery. Curveball is hit long and foul down the third baseline and out of play. Mike Ludwig is on deck and would get a chance here if Lanou is able to keep the inning going here with 2 outs. Umpire gets a fresh supply of baseballs, and we'll come back to live action. Ball already. And there's the 0-2. That is low, 1-2. Had a pitch to waste there, and he did. He threw it down and hoped that Lanou would take a swipe at it. Bohall, 3 strikeouts and 2 walks so far. And here is the 1-2. A little lollipop curveball there, and that winds up hanging up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Dundas has stranded 12 batters. They have left runners on base in every inning except the 2nd and the 4th. 2-2. Fastball got him, looking for strike 3, and Lanou goes down, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. 4 strikeouts for Bohall. It is 4-3 Dundas here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
PrepSpotlight.tv made history in 2020 by live streaming every game of the Town Ball State Tournament. History is happening again. PrepSpotlight.tv has been great, but it's becoming greater. Introducing NSPN.tv. The Neighborhood Sports Network launches this week with end-to-end coverage of a fantastic Minnesota sports tradition, Town Ball. See every game for a new fan-friendly monthly fee. Join for Town Ball State Tournament games, then stay for the high school and college seasons. NSPN.tv will provide subscribers with an abundant supply of local sports content, featuring live events called by local play-by-play professionals, comprehensive highlights, featured stories, weekly shows, documentaries, and video podcasts. Welcome to the Neighborhood, NSPN.tv.
Coming up, and Todd Matheson intends to finish what he started. 28 pitches in that inning. His pitch count is ballooned to 117, but 85 strikes. And he will face 6, 7, and 8 as Eagan comes to the plate in the bottom of the 9th. Weinberg to lead off, and he is 1 for 2. Single, strikeout, and a sacrifice, and he takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Matheson ready, and here he comes. There's a fastball that's over. 1 ball and 1 strike. Winters and Dorgan, the scheduled batters here in the 9th inning for the Bandits, and here's the pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air to right field. Going over on it is Bishop. He's getting to it, and he makes the catch. And that retires Weinberg for the first out in the ninth. One gone. And here is Winters. Coming to the plate, Winters is 0 for 3, struck out looking, and has flown out twice to right field. Richmond and Hinckley is now 8-5 Richmond, that game in the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Strike called and a fastball in the corner. Raymond has defeated Wanamingo 10-2. The only other game going now. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Swung on and fouled off the catcher's mask that caught Wadzinski, and it's 2 strikes now to Winters. And Kunik swinging a bat, so he is the replacement for Dorgan as the DH. He struck out his first time up. We've seen Matheson. And the 0-2 pitch. Down low. 1-2. One-two delivery, and that is that is either the take of the century by Winters, or I missed my guess. Pitch is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matheson ready, and here's a 2-2 delivery. Swung on and hit down the left field line, foul. Two balls, 2 strikes. Matheson ready, and he works to Winters. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 12 strikeouts for Matheson, and that will leave it up to Kevin Kunik. Hard-fought game here. Kunik struck out his last time up, and he lifts a pop fly foul behind the plate, and it is going to land on the plaza for strike 1. Kunik, a swinging strikeout, his first time up. 1 of 12 for Todd Matheson, who's walked only 1 batter, has pitched a real good ball game here. There's the wind of the 0-1 pitch. Kunik takes outside. A breaking pitch, 1-1. If Kunik can reach, Johnson is on deck. 1-1. Fastball, breaking pitch hangs outside, 2-1. Now Matheson ready, and here's a 2-1 delivery. Swung on and line to right field and down for a base hit. Kunik will reach with a 2-out single. And it will bring up Tony Johnson, who is 0 for 1. And they can't hit for him again. He'd have to leave the game. And the center fielder has things on his shoulders right now. Struck out looking and bunted. A sacrifice bunt. Here's the pitch. Low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. And McDonald waits on deck. 1-0. There's a breaking pitch on the corner for a strike. 1-1. The home crowd trying to will Matheson over the line here. Here's a 1-1. Swung on and fouled off the end of the bat for strike 2. Matheson is 1 strike away, and the crowd getting behind him. Runner at first base and 2 out. Throw over to first base and the runner gets back. Matheson sets. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. So anticlimax here as Tony Johnson hanging tough. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He comes set. And a pitch. Breaking pitch is off the plate. 2-2. Tony Johnson looks in, and now Matheson works. Pitch is low, and the string is out. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kunick is the tying run at first base. The winning run, Johnson has the bat in his hands on 3-2, and here is the pitch. Swung on and grounded towards the middle. Play made by Hernsert. He flips over, and the ball is dropped. And Kunick is safe. Well, Johnson reaches. They scored at a base hit. Beat out the throw, okay. So a base hit scored. And Kunick takes second base. And Matheson remains in the ballgame. Here's Travis McDonald, 0 for 4. Tying run is at second base. Winning run is at first. Matheson ready. And here's the pitch. Lost control of his breaking ball, and it buzzed the tower a little bit to McDonald. 1 ball, no strikes. Matheson to the belt, and the pitch. Swung on and grounded to second base. Sothram has it over to Ludwig, and the game is over. McDonald grounds out 4-3, and this game is over. In the 9th inning for Eagan, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2. And the game is over. The Dundas Dukes win it 4-3 over Eagan. And the final total is 4 runs, 7 hits, and 4 errors for Dundas. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors for Eagan. The winning pitcher, Todd Matheson, goes the distance. 9 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned, 6 hits. Struck out 12 and walked 1 through 137 pitches. 98 strikes. And the losing pitcher, Chad Kazlepski for Eagan. 5 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. Blaze Bohal in relief worked 4 innings, allowed 2 runs, 1 earned, struck out 4 and walked 2. 71 pitches for him, and 48 strikes. Time of our game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. And the home crowd goes home happy as Dundas survives here. They win it by 4-3, and it ends a fun weekend of baseball for us here at Memorial Park in Dundas. We're back here next weekend, as we are for every game of this tournament. 4 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday. And the Dukes survive. They win it 4-3. Jeff Paper saying so long and thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time on the Neighborhood Sports Network. Good night.
baseball. It's America's pastime and Minnesota's passion. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association, brings you coverage of the 2022 State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Coverage of this great Minnesota tradition is proudly brought to you by The Urgency Room, fast, flexible care. McDonald's, owners and operators of Minnesota and Western Wisconsin. Find your golden opportunity at mcdonalds.com/careers. Xfinity, a better way to watch. Think Bank, meet your money. The Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage. And by the Minnesota Twins. Get tickets for Town Ball Night at Target Field on September 10th. Live coverage throughout the Town Ball tourney can be seen right here on the Neighborhood Sports Network. That's NSPN.TV. Welcome to